Hey Glider fam, today's video is going to be the 20 cons of owning sugar gliders. Please leave a like and a subscribe for more content like this, and please leave a comment down below with any questions you may have throughout the video. If you would like to stay more connected with me, my social medias will be linked down below and also right here. Let's glide right into the video. Although owning sugar gliders looks like it's all fine and dandy, sugar gliders do have some cons that are associated to them. These personally to me are not considered cons because I do anything for the love of my sugar glider, and hopefully this will help you better understand sugar gliders. I recently had posted a video of basic hair sugar gliders. If you guys would like to check that video out, it'll be linked down below. The first con of owning sugar gliders would be their smell. Intact males tend to smell a little bit worse than neutered males or females, and it all depends on what you feed your sugar gliders, and the smell will dissipate a little bit if you get your male neutered. Also, if you feed them correct fruits and vegetables and a staple diet, they will not smell as much. Another con would be their noises. Their noises happen at 2 o'clock in the morning every morning when you're trying to sleep, so if you're a heavy sleeper, it wouldn't be much of a problem. But if you're a light sleeper like I am, you will get woken up in the middle of the night. They crab, which sounds like this. They crab when they're threatened. It's their first line of defense, and once you are bonded to your sugar glider, you will not hear it as often, but they will do it sometimes. Also, they hiss, and hissing sounds like this. Hissing tends to happen with my sugar gliders only when they are in a bonding pouch together and one glider is laying on top of another glider, so they will hiss at each other. Their bark happens at 2 o'clock in the morning for my guys. They bark at 2 o'clock in the morning every morning. When sugar gliders bark, it's a call. All the other sugar gliders will stop moving in the cage and they will look at the one glider that is barking. The one glider that is barking could either want attention, treats, to be taken out, or they just want attention from the other gliders and they're trying to get their attention. Number 3 would be their diets. Sugar gliders cannot have just regular standardized pellets. Sugar gliders need a staple diet that will be fed to them every single night, and it has to be fresh fruits and vegetables along with their staple diet nightly. At number 4, you have to keep a stable environment for your sugar gliders. It should be kept around 70 to 72 degrees in your room the sugar gliders are in. Number 5 is that they get dehydrated really easily, so it's best to set up multiple drinking stations within your cage. I have 3 drinking stations within my cage, and a majority of the time with sugar gliders, they do get their water intake from their fruits and vegetables that they eat, so make sure to supply them with as much fruits and vegetables as possible so they keep hydrated. And number 6, you can't just have one sugar glider. Sugar gliders are colony animals and they need to be in pairs or more. I currently own 4 sugar gliders and they are in a 5 foot by 5 foot by 2 foot cage, and they all get along really happily, and I plan on growing my colony. I want to have a big colony. If you only have one sugar glider, they will start to get depressed. They will start ripping out their own fur and causing self-harm, so it is best to have a pair for the health and the mental health of your sugar glider. Number 7, having to bring your sugar gliders on long trips with you if you cannot find someone to take care of them. Sugar gliders are not like dogs or cats where you could just leave out their food and water and they'll be fine for a weekend trip. You need to make sure that you have someone either to watch your sugar gliders, or you will have to bring them on the trip with you if need be. It is not always recommended to bring your sugar gliders on long trips because it can be stressful to your sugar gliders. And number 8, they are nocturnal, so they won't be that much fun in the morning, but if you are a night owl, they will wake up at night and play. And number 9, they have strict staple diets, and the staple diets help them remain healthy and help them not have any health issues down the line. And some people don't want to get sugar gliders after finding out that they need a staple diet because it is cooked meals. You spend about an hour, 2 hours a month making their food, and it goes into an ice cube tray and you freeze it and you feed it to them nightly. You just take an ice cube out per sugar glider. If you want to check out how I make my TPG for my sugar gliders, it'll be linked down below as well. At number 10, sugar gliders can and will bite you if not bonded. And even when they are bonded to you, they will nibble you, and they do have a chance, just like any other animal, to draw blood on you. They have really long bottom teeth and top teeth, so make sure you be careful, and just remember that you can get bit. Number 11 is that some people think that sugar gliders are intimidating. People think that sugar gliders are intimidating because they make the crabbing noise, the hissing noises, all the noises that they make, and including when you first get them, they will bear up at you. So that is another intimidating factor. Bearing up is also an instinct that is a fighting instinct, and it means that they do not want to be messed with. So kind of just leave them alone if they bear up at you. At number 12, sugar gliders are really messy animals. They go to the bathroom wherever and whenever they want on you. And also, sugar gliders, when they eat, they are sap suckers, so they will put it into their mouth. They'll put the food into their mouth, they'll swish it around, get the nectar out, and they will throw the food. So it is best to keep a glider kitchen within your cage. I will insert a picture right over here if you want to see a glider kitchen. It is best to have one of these so that way the food that does get thrown around is contained and won't get all over your cage and all over your walls. And number 13, sugar gliders are not for young children. The care for sugar gliders is actually really difficult, and the parents tend to take over the care of the sugar gliders and then find out it is actually too hard for them as well, so they will go and rehome the sugar gliders. So make sure that you know that sugar gliders are not a good pet for children. Number 14 is how sharp sugar gliders' nails get. If I had any good markings, like I have my gliders, they climb up my arm. Yes, they do have sharp nails, and even nail trimmings at times will not stop them from cutting into your skin, but nail trimmings do help. So when you trim your sugar glider's nails, you will get less scratched up. And to go along with nail trimmings can be hard for people who are just starting out, and it is best to just keep practicing and never give up, because eventually your sugar gliders, when they get bonded, they will actually just let you trim their nails. My guys just let me do it now. There is no fights, no bites, no crabbing. They know that they get a treat at the end. Everything's fine. Number 15 is you should be spot cleaning the cage daily and doing a monthly deep clean. Sugar gliders have a lot of toys that they have in their cages, so you would have to perform a monthly clean, throw all the toys in the bathtub, throw all their pouches, put two into the washing machine, wash those, and put everything back. Don't over clean everything, because then they will overmark their cage. Number 16 is sugar gliders should not be introduced to other animals. Sugar gliders get along with sugar gliders, and that's all that could really be said. Like I said in my last video, sugar gliders should not be interacted with cats because cat saliva is highly poisonous and toxic to sugar gliders. Number 17 would be that they are super time consuming. When it comes to bonding and making their food and preparing their food every night, time does kind of slip away, and I wouldn't change it for the world. My sugar gliders are worth all the time. Sugar gliders are like taking care of children for 15 years instead of them becoming able bodies to do things on their own. Sugar gliders are different than that. They need care all the time. They need your attention all the time. Number 18 is that sugar gliders cannot be potty trained. You cannot potty train your sugar glider just basically because they go wherever and whenever they want. I explained that in my last video also. Number 19 would be when you have to intro another sugar glider. Introducing another sugar glider into your colony can be really hard and intimidating, but you gotta bring your sugar gliders to a neutral ground such as a bathtub and lay them all in there. Make sure you have a pair of gloves on your hands and put all the gliders into the bathtub at once. Allow them to smell each other. If they get into a squabble, then just separate the two, put them back in their pouches, and try again. Keep doing pouch switches for about a week, and your sugar gliders should just walk up to each other and be fine. Every introduction that I have done personally has gone smoothly. I have gone through 3 introductions and they have all gone great. They get along within 5 minutes, and then for the rest of the day you just want to keep an eye out on your sugar gliders and make sure that there is no more squabbles happening. At number 20, finding vets is also a really hard thing to do before finding sugar gliders. You have to find a correct exotic vet, and you got to make sure that they take them in for emergencies. You got to make sure there's a hospital nearby, because anything can happen to your sugar glider at any time, and you want to make sure that you are prepared for what could happen. Also, make sure you have money set aside for emergency vet visits. Thank you all for watching. Please make sure you tap that like and subscribe button for more content like this. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!